Hello MacroHeart community, welcome back. So we all have heard about white papers in the crypto ecosystem. So today I want to express my opinion on what an ideal white paper should look like. Now note that this is going to be my opinion, so therefore it can have certain mistakes. So apologies for those mistakes in advance. So a white paper is a document that is meant to address a diverse audience. Now this audience consists of investors, which includes protocol and app users as well as the owners, and researchers who want to extend the idea behind the protocol, developers who want to build on top of the app, and technology enthusiasts who want to know about the latest technology. So if we consider the research community, then in order to address this community, the paper should be technically sound. It should give due credit and references to any work that it has been using. It should have minimal assumptions. And lastly, for every claim that is made in the paper, either it should give a reference or it should give a proof to that claim. So going to the next audience, which is developers, the paper should give the main use case of the protocol and, if possible, link to the code repository, maybe GitHub. The next community of readers of a white paper include investors. So in order to address them, the paper should be written in a non-arcane language, which means that the language of the paper should be simple enough such that people like you and me can understand it easily. The paper should also convey the main idea of the protocol, as well as it should give the use cases of the protocol and the app that might be of interest to the investors as well as the users. So therefore we can see that an ideal white paper needs the right balance between technical soundness, easy language, low-level details, and conveying the big picture and use cases of the protocol. In cryptocurrencies, the first white paper was given for Bitcoin by Satoshi Nakamoto, and it checkmarks all the qualities that should be there in a white paper. So if we consider the abstract of the Bitcoin white paper, then it gives the main idea behind the protocol, and the language used in the abstract is easy to understand by a common reader, and it still remains technically sound. Next, if we move to the introduction section, it explains the need for the Bitcoin protocol, which is creating a trustless money on top of an immutable record. Now, this immutable record is later solved by the blockchain architecture. Afterwards, in the paper, the sections consist of low-level details that explain the design of the protocol, as well as some proofs for the claims made in the paper. So this makes the paper technically sound, and it also gives due references to the work that it uses in order to explain its protocol. And at the same time, the language that is used in the paper all the way is pretty easy to understand by an average reader. Now, the Bitcoin protocol is technically sound, which makes it appropriate for researchers to work on it and extend its work. So that is why the paper has a lot of citations, which means that researchers are able to work on top of Bitcoin. So in summary, we can see that an ideal white paper needs a balance between easy language and technical soundness as well as low-level details. So that was all for today, and if you find this video helpful, then like this video, and if you are watching me for the first time, then subscribe this channel and become part of the MacroHeart community. So see you tomorrow. Until then, bye bye.